Hey guys, so welcome back to your weekly Battlefield news video. A little bit later than usual this week, but we're moving and it took a few days longer to build my new workspace. And it's actually not really done yet, but I couldn't really do much, so that's why I'm a bit later this time. Nonetheless, there are quite a few things to talk about that happened over the past week, so let's get right in. And unfortunately, we have to start this video with some very sad news, because on December 21st, the head of Battlefield, Vince Zampella, has died in a car accident. I'm sure this has been all over social media, so you all probably know about this already, but nonetheless, he played an important role in the making of Battlefield 6 and in leading the franchise back to more successful times, so I couldn't really ignore this. Vince had been behind a lot of games that we all know and that we all love and that a lot of us played when we were younger or still play to this day, like Medal of Honor, Call of Duty, Titanfall, Apex Legends, or the Star Wars Jedi series, and the industry definitely lost one of their most impactful persons with him. But the people most affected by this loss is of course his family and friends, so my deepest condolences to them during these difficult times. Moving forward, we also got some news about the acquisition of EA led by the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. This had happened a few months ago already. We talked about it in a video as well back then. And this week, the shareholders of EA have officially approved the sale of the company for $55 billion. And the next step is to get everything approved by government regulators, which can also take several months. But so far, it does look like the acquisition will happen the way it's intended. For the employees of EA and the developers in some of their studios, this might mean massive layoffs though, since the buyout will result in $20 million being absorbed as debt for EA. So I'm sure we will see and feel the impact of this as players as well, at least at some point in the future. Another interesting topic we got this week was also the player numbers of the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode Redsec, which are surely a lot lower than EA had hoped for, because according to the game business, Redsec has only increased the player count of Battlefield 6 by roughly 3 million players, which is not too much for a free-to-play mode, and a lot less than EA had aimed for. I guess you all can remember the massive goal of 100 million players that they had set before the release of Battlefield 6. The main game though is still performing strong with a normal multiplayer and a lot better than the Battle Royale mode, and I also think that they should have waited with the release of Redsec until they have ironed out all of the rough edges of the main game and refine it even further, and then drop the Battle Royale mode at some point in March or April. But this October release that we got shortly after the release of the multiplayer was definitely too soon, because Redsec still feels unfinished and rushed compared to the multiplayer. A topic that was also met with a lot of criticism this week is that it seems like Battlefield Studios are using AI to generate some of their cosmetics. This was pointed out specifically for this player card sticker right here that is part of the Wind Chill bundle in the store, which is a paid bundle of course, and the whole design and the small details of it, like the two barrels on the M4A1, just look like it was made by AI. And the general manager of DICE, Rebecca Kutas, had said in October that we wouldn't see any AI-generated content within the game, and that AI was only used in early stages of the game for sketches and to give the developers more space to be creative. But it seems like it still made it into the final game, which might also be the reason why some of the challenge descriptions or some other descriptions as well in the game are so strange. So they should definitely have someone to at least check what the AI is doing before they send this stuff out into the wild. And talking about the challenges, we also got 3 new ones under the Winter Offensive tab that will give you 3 new cosmetics as rewards. So for killing 100 freezing enemies, you can unlock a weapon charm. For dealing 2000 damage while in heat zones, you unlock a skin for the SU-57. And after winning 10 matches in any game mode, you unlock a weapon package for the B-36. And you can also claim another free item in the store again, just like every week, and this time it's a weapon sticker. just head over to the store, scroll down to free gift and claim it before Tuesday, December 30th. Next up, we also got a few changes in Battlefield 6 lately that might fly a bit under your radar, so here's a little rundown of them as well. First of all, the vehicle availability in Breakthrough was adjusted to improve the overall pacing between attackers and defenders, but unfortunately the devs didn't write exactly what kind of changes they made. But they said they will be monitored, and if they do not perform well, they will roll the changes back, or they will adjust them even further if necessary. And secondly, in Battlefield Redsec, they have adjusted the availability of armor plates, so now every player you kill will drop a minimum of 2 armor plates for you to collect, and this is a first step based on feedback around armor being too rare in the game mode. And even though it's nice that they're doing some first steps, it's still not enough, because in the games I played after this change was made, I barely felt any difference in armor availability. Maybe a small one, but it's definitely not big enough, because especially towards the end of the round you still run out of armor. So they definitely need to do some more tweaks here. And lastly, we got some details to future changes and content that we can expect to see in the game. First of all, the core gameplay mechanics and balance will be refined even further, and we will see more quality of life improvements across multiplayer, Redsec and Portal. There will also be new maps and weapons coming to the game in future seasons, as well as new game modes and experiences. Battlefield Labs will be brought back, and they're exploring right now how they bring it back and how they can bring more of its experimentation into the live experience. We might see Battle Royale solos at some point in the future, but there is no ATA for it yet. They are still working through the technical side of things, so they can deliver it at a level that feels right for Battlefield. And lastly, a certain little bird is also waiting for its deployment to the battlefield, but we will learn more about when it will arrive in the new year. Because for now, the teams are also on their holiday breaks, so we might not hear too much from them until January. And that was it for today as well. At the end, I just wanted to say thank you for the continued support this year here on this channel, but also on my second channel. I'm really thankful for this and that you all make it possible for me to do this as my main job. And I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas time with your loved ones, if you're celebrating, of course. And I'm gonna see you next year with more streams and videos, and hopefully a lot of great games and a lot of great and new content to talk about. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video right here, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm the Catwoman, and you are awesome.